Okay, so that was our little jazzy video for Bethlehem Lights, but here's what you need to know. Bethlehem Lights, that's a name that's responsible for creating all that great decor on that cruise ship that you've seen that's fabulous, in those amazing department stores, or maybe you go to that really charming little village and you see all the Christmas decorations and you go, how does this village do this? Bethlehem Lights. They do probably everything that you've ever seen. And then they bring that expertise to us. So here's what we wanted. We wanted a spruce that is like one of those beautiful opulent trees, but we wanted it to be slim, and we wanted to not have to string the lights and to maybe pop it up in like 4 minutes. And Bethlehem Lights was like, we got you covered. So here's your story. You're gonna choose the 5-foot tree in your choice of colors. I'm actually gonna go down, so Camille, if you'll follow me. You've got the 5-foot tree in the choice of the green, in the choice of the blue, and the choice of the flocked, right? So that's 5 foot in green, blue, or flocked, in your choice of white or multicolor. And then you have your choice of the 7-foot tree in only the green or the flocked, but just so you know, only the white is available in the 7-foot color. We're showing you multi as just a show so you know what multi looks like when you put it on the little 5-footers. So we're last call on the 7-foot flocked clear tree. So that means that we only have available, for the most part, that the best bet would be the 7-foot clear in the green. Let me talk to you about price for a second. This was a today's special value in 2021. We have just a few remaining, and we actually have them on a price that is a better price. So it's the lowest price they've ever been. They're over half off. So the 5-foot tree should be $170 more, and it's not. So we're saving you $170 on the 5-foot tree, and we're saving you $255 on the 7-foot tree. It is H230854. I'm going to welcome in Chad Johnston because he brings us the Bethlehem Lights brand and the ability to give us what we just kind of imagine in our brains. We're like, you know what, a blue spruce. I want a blue spruce tree, but I don't want it to be big. I want it to be narrow and slim that can fit in all those places. And then you're like, well, let's make it happen.
And that's what the great thing is about working with QVC.
Correct.
We work with our buying team. We figure out what our consumers want, and then because we only sell to QVC, we build it exclusively for you guys.
I love it.
For the customer.
Yeah, and so this is Chad, and he's the expert for Bethlehem Lights. So tell us about like a blue spruce. What should we know about a blue spruce, and why did we want that to begin with?
So in like professional landscaping, typically they will put a blue spruce either at the focal point or maybe flank your front door because it's something about it is so absolutely beautiful. It's not really blue per se, but it's more of like a grayish green with silver undertones. But it's in Mother Nature, it's like my favorite tree that's out there. But you don't see it in the mass market because it's just not a lot. Usually you go and you see green, maybe you'll see flocked. But nope, most people do not do blue. Bethlehem Lights makes a blue spruce better than anybody.
And then also tell me about like the narrow, because it's called the slim, right? This is a slim tree. What do we mean by slim?
So it's slender in profile, the silhouette. So on this guy right here, the 7-foot, he's 34 inches in diameter, so just under 3 feet wide.
Oh, great, okay.
But he still has 450 lights, over 900 branch tips, the highest quality branch tips. And so you want that slender profile. If you want a full, lush, beautiful, overlit tree, but you want it to be simple and easy to put together, this is your tree. In fact, on the 7-foot tree, whether you get the flocked or you get the green, the heaviest section is 8 pounds.
Okay, that's super easy. Yeah, which is a gallon of milk. P.S. Just to kind of put
exactly.
that right, which just to put that in perspective. So let me just share with you, you can get a 7-foot tree for $249.
That's insane.
Right? You're saving like $255. So right off the top, right, it's over half off. It's $249 for a tree, and I have a faux tree that you're going to take out year in and year out, and it looks amazing.
It does.
Every single time you bring it out, and it's in 3 sections, right?
Yep, 3 lightweight sections.
3 lightweight sections, and when you pop them together, they automatically go on. So all you do is put them together, and then the tree is on, and then you just zhuzh, fluff it, and you're ready.
You're going to take this out of the box at home. We give you the base. On the 7-foot, it comes with 3 sections. It's instant power technology, which means we're using incandescent lighting, okay, not LEDs, incandescent lighting, but with the ability to have instant power technology. So you drop each section into place, 3 sections just like that. But here's the cool thing.
Do we have 2 sections in the 5-foot?
Yep, on the 5-foot, it's 2 sections. In fact, I'll pick this guy up right here.
Okay, super easy for, again, when we think about assisted living, when we think of retirement homes, when we think of the kids' bedroom, like your little people, they want their own tree. Like a 5-foot tree is great for that.
Perfect.
Or for apartment living, you're like really want a tree, but you don't want one that's overwhelming with maybe you're in a studio or an efficiency apartment. That 5-foot tree totally works. The thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna choose color, size, like tight, and then what kind of flocking or not, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah, totally.
So you've got the 5-foot tree in the white, which is available in the green. There is the 5-foot tree available in the white, in the blue spruce. There is the 5-foot tree available in the flocked, in the white. That is an availability. Or you can choose any one of those colors in multicolored light, and we're just showing it to you
And
here.
by the way, I know you don't have this exact, but the multicolored lights, just so you know, it's a 7-color jewel tone multi.
Let's talk about it.
We typically only do 5: red, green, blue, yellow, orange, but we added teal and we added purple. Or magenta.
Yeah.
And so it really is a beautiful multi, and that's why it's been really popular. And while we're on the tree, by the way, you can see how even though, like I said, it's only 34 inches in total diameter, you have different index levels, so it's perfect for hanging ornaments. And because it's incandescent lighting, you get that glow throughout the entire tree. And even though it's a slender profile, we still have 450 lights on this, which is insane for how, I mean, typically we put 450 lights on a full-size tree, not a slender-size tree.
Can we pull this out forward a little bit? Because I'd love for you to see when we say slender profile. Like, we're going to pull it a little bit more. So look, when we say slender, this is what we mean, right? Does that give you like it's really exact? Thank you for wrapping your arms around it, because it's not like this.
Right.
You're not, right? So you've got like a truly slender, if you wanted to put in a corner tree, right?
Corner's perfect.
Like perfect. If you've got like one of those, you walk into your entryway and they're the high ceilings, like right there.
The foyer is like, I think the foyer is the best place because honestly, you walk in and in order to get a tall tree, they're typically 5 or 6 feet wide. And so now you can't put anything else in there. And so, and by the way, that's a grand foyer, so that has room for a bigger tree. But if you have a smaller place, or like my parents, I'm telling you, my parents are loving this tree just because of how easy it is to put together. Because again, Rachel, you're standing next to a 7-foot, beautifully flocked, full, dense tree. But the heaviest section's 8 pounds.
And I can put my arms, so that's how you know it's slim. I can put my arms around it, so it's not a really, really huge tree. I wanted to talk about flocking because we just started doing flocking trees. Like, I feel like we didn't have flocking trees just over the past few years. And this is what's really popular right now. Why are we loving flocked trees?
Well, first of all, anything white, flocked and white is on the whole farmhouse field. People are loving it, but Bethlehem Lights does it better than ever. I'll tell you why. Number one, take a look at the lights, all right? Find any light. Find any light, right here. See how there's no flocking on the actual lights? Go to the big box mass stores and look at their flock tree.
Oh, that's
what they do is they flock the entire tree. So then now you have the flocking on top of the lights, and it's not as bright, it's not as illuminated. We take the time to put a cap, and sometimes a customer will say, I actually have a cap in the box when they get it. We cap every single light. Then we flock the tree, then we remove the caps. It's a longer process, more expensive, but it's why our trees look better than what's out there.
And literally, it's beautiful. You put this up, and I feel like, you know, Chad, when it snows and you get that kind of dampened feeling in the world, like it sounds like you can't hear anything. That's how it feels when I look at this. That's awesome. Right? It's like super cool. Like it's like, whoo. Like all the snow just came down. Like if you were sitting in one of those cabins and you just look out the window and you see a beautifully flocked tree. Here are some examples of where you're going to put it. Let me just share with you, P.S. This literally is over half off because the retail on this, if we pop them up, $539 for, $339 for the 5-foot tree, and we're at $169, so we're $170 less. You're looking at $508 for the 7-foot tree, and we're at $249, so we're $250 change left. So it's over half off, and reduced shipping and handling. I neglected to say that. So you're saving $3.72 on the 5-foot tree and $7.97 on the 7-foot tree. And you might be thinking, I mean, Chad, right now it's July 24th. So this is our Christmas in July. And why would I buy a tree now?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because I just looked at your price. It's insane. No, I'm not kidding. Like I presented this with Rick Domeyer the other night, and I was like, wait, is that for real? Like how
could that be?
Like how could it be?
Okay. okay,
and by the way,
outside of
it's
price,
it's not a bad tree.
No,
it's
it's
an
a
awesome
great tree. It's a great tree. But outside of price, why would I buy a tree now?
You would buy a tree now because typically here at QVC, now I don't know that this is where you're going, but typically in here in QVC, when we get into November, when tree farms are selling their trees and you go to the box stores, QVC's out of trees.
That's true.
They are out of trees. I have people that call me all the time, Chad, recommend a tree. What's the best tree that you sell? I'm like, we don't have any. They're sold out.
Yeah,
so
it's true. It's true. And these prices that you're looking at right now, they go up at the in the next couple of days. Here's what you need to know. All of these trees are over half off. All of these trees are still available right now. You're still getting them now. Chad, I don't know if you heard at the beginning of the show, I put up my faux tree in, it depends. Everybody's like, well, do you put your tree up over, Thanksgiving? Sometimes I don't.
2 weeks before.
No, sometimes I'm actually a week before Christmas. Like I have no tree up, like seriously. But here's the caveat. I keep my tree up until like March or April.
Oh, that's cool.
Because once my tree is up and it's a multicolored tree, it becomes lighting.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, my tree's up. I
That's
love
awesome.
my house. I love it. I can't believe it. And I've got a multicolored lamp right here. Like
So my sister purchased a flocked tree, and she keeps it up for Valentine's Day and decorates with little hearts and stuff like that, and uses themes
throughout the year.
Throughout the year.
Yeah, and a lot of our customers do that. So you could easily get, like for example, with the themes, to your point, if you got the blue spruce over here and the white, and decided, you know what, that's going to be my year-round tree, and I'm going to do Valentine's Day, and I'm going to do St. Patty's Day, and I'm going to do right at 4th of July. I mean, then that's just the fun little themed tree.
Right, 100%. A couple other things that we didn't even talk about.
Yeah, go.
So number one, it's incandescent. Why is that important? Incandescent has a better glow. You need less lights to showcase your ornaments. The problem with incandescent is that if one bulb falls or breaks or burns out, the whole strand burns out. Not with us.
Usually.
Not with us. We have Bethlehem Lights commercial light technology, means the light comes out, the rest stay lit, and if it does, we give you extra bulbs so you don't have to worry about that. Another thing is, we actually give you a metal pole that's wrapped in PVC at the top of the tree. We do that purposely so you can put your tree topper on here, because typically this is too flimsy, you can't do that. We also give you a little plug at the top of the tree, so if you have a lit up topper, you can do that. We also have a foot pedal.
Wait a minute, wait. P.S. Just to remind you, like that plug, wherever, I mean, honestly,
I hate it.
That's all right. It's super cool, because if you do have a lit, like remember when you had the tree topper that you needed to light, like, and you had an additional cord
running down
the back of your tree to light your tree topper. It was like the silliest thing ever. That's a great.
These are the little things.
That's a detail.
By the way, the base it's
included.
It's a self-leveling base, meaning it has one eye bolt. Your tree's always going to be even. There's only one bolt. That's it. And we did that purposely so that the tree, when it has the three, your tree can go quicker.
Yeah, it goes wonky.
We also give you a 10-foot lead cord with a foot pedal.
Yeah.
No extension cords needed.
That's my favorite. So pop it on, pop it off. Like seriously. So I always come in and I go pop, pop. And then I just that's my goodnight moment. Pop, pop, and then I.
And again, the best part is I'll show you one more time while I'm in here. The assembly is so simple. It's so easy.
Two pieces for the 5 foot.
2 sections for the 5 foot.
Yep.
Again, heaviest section's 8.5 pounds, I believe. And so all you do is pop it in place and you're done.
And it clicks right on. Let me remind you again. So you've got 5 foot trees, and I'm going to do it a little wonky, but you have the 5 foot tree in the clear or the multi is available, and that's the green color if you wanted to buy that. You've got the 5 foot in the blue spruce in the clear or the multi. Again, same price. You have the 5 foot tree and the flocking. Actually, Chad,
yes,
you do the more expensive process and it's still the same price.
And it's the same price.
It's the same price. So
typically flocking is more.
Is more expensive. So this is flocked, same price as the green and the blue spruce. 5 foot tree in the clear or the white, your choice. $33.80. Still getting it now. You actually could buy a Christmas tree and enjoy it for the entire season, and it would be on us because we have a holiday return policy, even on trees. That sounds crazy, but it's a true story. So you can still get this home right now and enjoy it all the way through October, November, December. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, through New Year's Eve. And if you come to January 28th of 2024 and decide you don't love this tree, you can actually send it back. That is our holiday return policy.
I have an even better story.
That is in effect right now. Well, I want to hear that 1 second because I have last call now.
Oh, no.
On the 7 foot flocked. And it's also the most popular. So 7 foot flocked.
Awesome.
If you've got it in your cart, check out so that you actually get it because it's last call. So this is the 7 foot flocked in the white and we're sold out of the multi. And then you also have